fumble the ball. 5 lost all year. And if you can't stress Howard or pressure him, a pick seems unlikely at this point too. You got to find a way to affect the quarterback.
You have to be the aggressor. You have to make the offense feel that pressure, and they've not been able to do that tonight at all.
Ibuka on a little reverse inside pitch. Nice play design. Better execution. Ibuka weaving and dodging tackles. Lost the ball at the end. They run him down. They haven't made a signal yet. Yes, it is a fumble and the long-awaited takeaway. Viliamu Asa recovered it. It was a spectacular play by Ibuka until the very end.
Yeah, what a run there after the catch. Unbelievable in space. But at the very end, they'll probably take a look at this. Drake Bowen, 34. Look at it. His hand on that ball's out. That's a recovery. Notre Dame
play is under further review.
Yeah, they're going to take a look, but that knee was up. Chris, just as we were talking at the break, you
said they don't fumble, period. They did.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah. They hadn't fumbled since the Penn State game. It had been a while. What a great play, though, to punch it out. They had to force it. That was not an unforced error. That was an aggressive punch out.
Yeah, big play by Emeka Ibuka, but good effort. That's what they've been doing all year. Bowen knocks it out, and they go back to that R.J. Oben mistake on the push of Will Howard. Did you see the look on the head coach Marcus Freeman's face when he's talking to Molly? He almost just looked disgusted that we had a chance to get him behind the sticks. Then we allow that. We got to make a play, and sure enough, Drake Bowen does by knocking that ball loose.
Some juice on the sidelines, how you can see it. The defensive team over there. And there's some belief in the building for the Irish faithful.
After further review, the ruling on the field stands. First down, Notre Dame.
So the first turnover tonight, created by Notre Dame. They're still 80 yards from the end zone, still needing, as he said, those 2 scores and two-point conversions.
Remember, he said that's 1. Now he's trying to get number 2, meaning a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. Long way to go. Let's see what this offense can do.
Faison on the end around. Could not escape the tackle of the great Caleb Downs.
Yeah, Caleb Downs does such a good job in motion. He ended up moving from the middle, bouncing into the outside. He's just too quick, able to get off of blocks, whether it's a tight end. This time it's Jeremiah Love leading the way. Just used his hands and his instincts to be quicker than these blockers think he is.
Leonard on the move, trying to create outside the pocket, stops and has to just throw it away. Nobody open, and Sawyer as well as Talik Williams were closing in fast.
The problem is when he escaped to his right, all the receivers that were aligned to the right were cutting in to the left to the inside. So by the time he got out there, broke contain, he had no one to throw the football to because everybody had worked the other way. That's why he paused and tried to give him time to work back towards him, but it was too late.
Got to try to block this pass rush again now on 3rd and 9. Leonard has time. Down the middle. Catch made. It's Greathouse, who's made 2 big plays in the pass game. In Ohio State territory, they get a 30-yard chunk.
They got exactly a matchup they wanted. Cody Simon, a middle linebacker, against their best receiver in Greathouse. I thought he might blitz off the edge, but instead he's in coverage.
Leonard again on 1st down. Heavy traffic. And has to just throw it away again. There's a flag down in the secondary. Benosin was guarding Bo Collins. Here's the catch a moment ago by Greathouse.
Holding. Defense number 1. 10-yard penalty. Automatic first down.
It's his 2nd flag tonight as the pattern continues.
Yeah, and Ohio State they've done a really good job here of forcing him to throw that ball away. But when he works back, watch the ground. Again, he's been doing this all year. That's a penalty. That's a penalty right there. I don't know who he's waving off. That's an easy penalty on 1 and White. 2nd one.
He's really good at trying to wave him off.
Yeah, he's been doing it all year. That's 16 on the year.
Screen look. They get it down there, but trying to makes something happen. It's Jaden Harrison. Cody Simon closing in. They'll lose 4 in that first down play. But Greathouse has come up big, and Leonard standing in there as a gritty delivery downfield to convert on 3rd and long.
Yeah, he has had to work, as you said, Chris, for pretty much every yard. Whether it's been on the ground, using his legs, through the air, trying to wait and wait, show toughness sitting in that pocket.
Quarterback keeper, Leonard, trying to follow the block of Love. Picks up a couple there. Cody Simon effectively spying it.
When you see that kind of formation with 3 receivers with a tight end moving to the right, they're trying to clear out the middle of that defense. And when you call a quarterback draw on 2nd and long like that, you're thinking 4-down territory. You're thinking, let's get it to maybe 2nd and 9, 2nd and 8. And then you get to 3rd down, you're trying to think of maybe, let's get it to 3rd. If you don't pick up the 1st down, let's get it close. Give us a shot here on potentially 4th and short.
Empty backfield on 3rd and long. Quick pitch to the edge. Evans makes the catch. They do get a sizable chunk to make it 4th and makeable. I think Jeremiah Love's a better runner than lead blocker. I'm still just mystified how they haven't featured him more. He caught the little inside pass on the 2-point conversion.
Well, a lot of that has to do with the score of the game. You know, the fact that they're trying to play catch up. And you're right, we just haven't seen him with very many opportunities tonight. Only the 4 carries and the 3 yards. This is obviously a huge play that the tight end into the boundary with a size advantage right here.
Irish a good 4th down team all season long. They converted on 19 of them. Leonard has some time and delivers a strike, and it's a 1st down completion as Greathouse has become the pass game weapon in the half. Picked up 11 there.
What a great route here by Greathouse. Really sells this route to the outside, gets back to the inside, is able to pull away from the defender, and the patience in the pocket with 4th down, the game on the line. Riley Leonard and the offensive line deliver.
He was very calm with chaos all around him. There's the pitch to the edge, and all of a sudden, Greathouse has become a problem. Igbenogson forces him out.
And Chris, just to pick up again, just to show you this route, Lorenzo Styles 3 is with him. They're trying to bracket him, but again, with too many receivers, it basically creates a one-on-one opportunity. That's a 4th down play, a great route by Greathouse, who's really come alive here in this 2nd half. He's got 4 receptions, now 81 yards, and that touchdown.
Irish in the red zone in the belief of a massive comeback growing minute by minute, and they're faithful. Leonard looking to the end zone, lobs it up. A flag comes in. They tried to find Harrison. Defended by Denzel Burke. Kind of a jump ball, but to be another penalty on this Ohio State secondary.
Holding. Defense number 2. 10-yard
that wasn't
automatic 1st down.
Chris, that wasn't with the intended receiver. That was actually a receiver who Caleb Downs got his hands on underneath this route. This is not the interference. It was underneath. Caleb Downs actually pulled a Notre Dame receiver down, and that's what they called. It was face on number 6. They ended up going up against Caleb Downs, and Downs pulled him down. That's where the call came in.
Ohio State penalty free for a long time in this game. Now they're mounting. This is what you're talking about. 1st and goal at the 8. Leonard, they were expecting QB run, and they closed him down. Kenyatta Jackson off the edge. It's a 2-yard loss.
Yeah, here it is right here. I think they called 2, but it's actually 7. Jordan Hancock, who brought Faison down, and that's where they got the interference. Again, it wasn't on the play by Denzel Burke on the ball. Chris, you're right. One too many times to the quarterback run. That time they pinched from the outside. Keep in mind, Riley Leonard in the red zone, 27 touchdowns, 0 turnovers down in this area. He's been outstanding.
They have to throw it to score. Ohio State tough to run in from here. Fade, and it's contested on the edge there, but It was Ransom holding up against the tight end Evans.
Well, they matched
Third
up.
and goal.
Evans, who is from Ohio, went to Wadsworth, came off an ACL last year, has had a great year at 6'5". Lathan Ransom, who's played a lot of football in his day, 6'1".
Feeling was that Mitchell Evans was going to have a big game for this offense, limited to 2 catches for 15 yards. What can Leonard do here on 3rd and goal? Field goal doesn't do him a lot of good. From the pocket, zips it short, and it's broken up. Tried to go back to Greathouse, has been featured so much, but Hancock got there to break it up.
Yeah, good job there. You know, Jordan Hancock, I think he's one of the better slot corners, nickel backs in the entire country. Tremendous length at 6'1", 195 pounds. You saw him with an interference earlier a few plays ago. That time makes a big play there on 3rd down. And they're bringing their field goal unit out here.
They'll be content here to cut the lead to 13. 70-yard drive. Did take 5 minutes. Have to be alert for a fake. Again, the fake punt earlier was snuffed out. And the field goal unsuccessful. And the problems continue in that department. And they send out Jeter, who had fourth at this point, as it is 80 yards from the end zone. Jeremiah Love in the game. He's blocking for the quarterback instead of touching the ball. A nice job by Leonard to buy time and then find Collins across the middle, and it gets the drive going with the 1st down.
He's done a nice job. Ohio State's determined to make him play from the pocket, and there's been times when things have really caved in on him, and he's done a nice job of locating downfield open receivers.
Mitchell Evans bumped down after a short gain. Leonard has shown toughness really throughout. That opening drive was epic. I don't care what happens from here on. We're never going to forget that. No. Then obviously a rough patch, and now he's continuing to show that grit and that calm in the pocket.
Absolutely. Ohio State, obviously, they are in keep everything in front mode, keep everything in bounds. Unbelievable effort here by this Notre Dame offense to give themselves a shot. It's got to hit this 2-point conversion, but the slot fade to Greathouse, who just continues to shine here in this second half. 5 receptions, 111 yards now. He was able to separate and make that play up against Jordan Hancock. And as you said, Chris, I don't think I've seen a better ball thrown tonight by either quarterback, right over the shoulder, drops it in the bucket for the touchdown.
What do you like from 3 yards away to make this a 1-possession game?
But the quarterback's legs, always a factor with Riley Leonard. Going to that 2 tight end look.
Jarian Price is the back. Leonard under center, and they try to get it to Faison on the end around. He throws it and makes it. Caught by Collins. And the Irish back within 8 with plenty of time left. Talk about guts, grit, and resolve.
And Lou Holtz is fired up. Notre Dame doing what they needed despite that field goal that doinked. This is a touchdown in the middle. The slot fade. That's a really good receiver against a really good defensive back. Interference waved off. Ball's thrown, the focus there with that left arm to bring it in by Greathouse for the touchdown. And how about the call on the 2-point conversion? There's a really good look at it there from the AT&T connected cam. That's a touchdown for the Irish. And then the 2-point conversion.
We talked about the skill, the brilliance as an athlete. Faison, the 2-sport guy. Throwing is in his repertoire, right?
Yes.
So pressure crowd the line. Another quarterback keeper. The safest of calls. Predictable, perhaps, and Drake Bowen drops him for another loss.
Yeah, I think they went with the change-up in formation to make this defense think there was a chance it might be something else, but look at the defenders. I mean, you talk about selling out. They've got everybody at the line of scrimmage, leaving the corners on an island, just thinking that, hey, Ohio State's going to run the football. They want us to use our timeouts, and again, it pays off. That aggressive approach pays off. Looked like Will Howard. That ball looked like it bobbled there on that first hit.
Another loss.
Yeah, I think they went with the change up in formation to make this defense think there was a chance it might be something else. But look at the defenders. I mean,